Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have done free body diagram and components of a force. So the next is numerical problem on the components of the force. So the question is, find the components of a force 100 Newton into two directions, inclined at an angle of 45 degree and 30 degree with the force. So the solution of the problem is, so this is the force F. So this force is represented by the vector OA, and suppose let F1 is the force making angle of 45 degree with the force F, and the second component is F2 at an angle of 30 degree with the force F, and we have to find out the F1 and F2. So now the force F, it is represented by the vector OA, and force F1 component, it is represented by the vector OB, and component F2, it is represented by the vector OC. So then complete the parallelogram OC AB. So now in the triangle OAB, angle AOB is equal to 45 degree, and angle OAB is 30 degree, and angle OBA is 180 minus 45 plus 30 degrees. So this is 105 degree. This angle is 105 degree. Now in the triangle OAB, apply the sine rule. Applying sine rule. So FOA upon sine 105 degree is equal to OB sine 30 degree is equal to BA sine 45 degree. So it means OA, the vector OA represents the force F, so it means F upon sine 105 degree, and vector OB represents the force F1 upon sine 30 degree is equal to, and vector BA gives the force F2 upon sine 45 degree. So it means F1 is equal to F upon sine 105 degree into sine 30 degree. So F1 is equal to F. The magnitude of the force F is 100 Newton, 100 upon sine 105 degree. So sine 105 degree is equal to, its value is 0.965 into sine 30. So sine 30 is equal to 0.5. So the force F1 is equal to 51.8 Newton. So second is force F2. Force F1 51.8 Newton. So to determine the force F2, so from this equation, F2 is equal to F1 upon F2 is equal to F upon sine 105 degree into sine 45 degree. So F, this is equal to 100 Newton, and sine 105 degree is equal to 0.965, and sine 45 degree is equal to 0.707. So this is equal to 73.3 Newton. So the second component F2, its magnitude is 73.3 Newton. So these are the two components of the force F. So this is our required answer. So next is, what is a resultant force? Resultant force. So a resultant force is a single force which can replace two or more forces and produce the same effect on the body as produced by the given forces. Suppose a number of forces F1, F2, F3, etc. they are acting on a body. They are replaced by a single force R. So these force they are replaced by a single force R, which produce the same effect on the body as produced by given forces. Then this single force R is called the resultant force. And the method of finding the resultant of forces is called composition of forces. Composition of forces. So composition of forces means to find the resultant of a number of forces. So resultant of two coplanar concurrent forces. Resultant of two coplanar concurrent forces. So first is resultant of coplanar collinear forces. So forces F1 and F2. This is force F1 and this is force F2. So these two forces are coplanar collinear forces. Coplanar means the forces lie in one plane and collinear means they act along the same straight line. So the resultant of these two forces are equal to F1 plus F2. And if the forces, this is the force F1 and second force F2. So now the force F2 acts in the opposite direction, then the resultant R is equal to F1 plus minus F2. Minus means the force F2 acts in the opposite direction. So the resultant is equal to F1 minus F2. And graphically, to find the resultant of these two forces F1 and F2, then force F1, it is represented by the vector OA. So the length of the vector OA gives the magnitude of the force and the arrowhead gives the direction of the force. And second force F2, so it is represented by the vector AB. It is represented by vector AB. So the length of the line gives the magnitude of the force and arrowhead gives the direction of the force. So this is force F1 and this is force F2. So then resultant. So this is resultant force. So resultant R is equal to F1 plus F2 and length of the line gives the magnitude of the resultant force and arrowhead gives the direction of the resultant force. So now these two forces F1, F2, they act in the opposite direction. To find the resultant of these two forces graphically, we draw the vector OA. It represents the force F1. The length of the line gives the magnitude of the force F1 and arrowhead gives the direction of the force. So then force F2. Force F2, it is represented by vector AB. So vector AB means from A to B. From O to A is the force F1 and from A to B is the force F2. Then the resultant force is, this is the resultant force. This is resultant force. So resultant, this line, the length of the line gives the resultant force R, and the arrowhead from the O to B. From O to B is the direction of the resultant force. Thank you.